You are watching Khabar face to face.
दर्शकों, स्वागत है आपका खबर फेस टू फेस में। मैं जिशान आजमी। आज की ताज़ा खबर देखने से पहले हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और बेल आइकन दबाना ना भूलें ताकि आपको डेली अपडेट तुरंत मिल सके। आइए देखते हैं आज की ताज़ा खबर।
Welcome you to St. Paul's School.
Because your heights are very long.
Bang! Get the march. 1, 2, 3, 4.
एक सावधान। सावधान। झंडे को सैल्यूट करेंगे। 1, 2 और चिल्ड्रन नेशनल एंथम मिल रहे।
Good morning, everyone. Wish you all a very happy Independence Day. And the way Anushka spoke, I think so. She gave up all the speech, whatever best a person can do. And I think so. She has a very long way to go, sir. She will definitely go. So, what put it another side. I said, don't want that. And it shows what level the institution is working on their students. It shows the efforts taken by the teachers especially, because they themselves know in what timing and what basis mostly students are coming and they are giving their effort. I appreciate all the effort, because when they are giving the effort to the kids, to the children, it is a building a nation. You people might be thinking just like we are just coming, teaching and going back and finishing a job. This job is directly building our nation. If the kids come to know what is the value of education through you people, definitely they will come to know what is good and what is bad. I do read in one of some books, I don't remember what Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel said once in some movement. Better be silent if you are not prepared to act. The reason was that if you don't act, things are not going to work. If the things want to grow, definitely what Rajkumarji said was right. When we got independence with nothing in a hand. Hardly no colleges, no institutions, no schools, no aims, no Baba Atomic Center, nothing, just a bare land. And in these 79 years, we are very young country, if you go to see after independence, we are very young country. And then slowly and inevitably we are going with so many languages, so many religions, but all under one flag, we unite together and take our country together ahead. This is the power of a country. But simultaneously, when you grow, there are always evil eyes on you, whichever the profession you are in. When you are growing, people are going to put hurdles, people are going to come on your way, people are going to target you. But then, there's the time when you know the value of your education. If you have a proper education, if you know your way properly, you can go through all the ways, you can remove all the hurdles, and nobody can stop you. At a time when things will work together the way you are planning, you will definitely be in a different mode. And today, it is privilege to be all these three boys, like I guess they call it Rajkumar, Vijay, and I don't know whether Mahesh is gone. He's gone to Kolhapur, I guess. So I expect you people to grow more in education field. Now, if three brothers are there, we will have at least 10 to education centers. Because I've seen you people, your family doing a good job in education field. Let people say whatever they want to say, as I said before. Our result is going to show what we are. Our position is going to say what we are. And I'm also telling the teachers, like, forget about like big institution or small institution. Your first embassy when your students are going to get definitely one of the best percentages, and definitely your hard work will be shown. It's been seen. I've been coming here for last so many years. So it was nice to be here as always, and lucky too before we could finish. We finished everything and then the rain started, so we could have a decent and beautiful program which the kids had prepared themselves for the speeches and all the other functions. Thank you so much for inviting me, and I assure you, as I always assure you, I'm always there for this institution, always there for the children. Whoever the best children, if they deserve and they lack anything, please remember me wherever I'm needed. And the best teachers who are really working hard, somewhere they need it for any reason, get them also need. And usually you can come to me and get their work also sorted out, like whatever issues they have about their area, about their family, about anything. Like, I don't know what best can be done, but at least I'll try and do some effort where I can stand for you people and try to do my best, whatever I can do. And one more thing about the independence, it is very important to know if we are lucky, we are privileged to see this day today. There was a generation, they have seen the sunrise and sunset of slavery. What hardship, what difficulties of surviving under British rule. And then we are seeing a different sunrise and different sunset. Then nobody is there to question us about what are we doing, what are we supposed to do. And those were the people, youngsters, especially when the things were going on, women, young children, aged. So many people just left their cupboard outside their house and they went for freedom fighter. Their family was not knowing whether the youngsters had gone, whether children had gone, or whether girls had gone. But only one aim was there. We have to struggle, we have to fight, and we have to make our country free. So these all things cannot be forgotten. We just can't say like it's gone for a time. Like what they did, they did. If not, they did for us. If you don't remember them, if you don't think about them, tomorrow your own people are not going to think about you. The people who stood by you, the people who think about you. अगर हम ऐसे नहीं सोचेंगे कि जो लोग हमारे बारे में सोचते हैं, चाहे कोई नेता हो, चाहे कोई स्कॉलर हो, चाहे कोई टीचर हो, किसी भी फील्ड का कोई आदमी अगर हमारे लिए सोचता है और हम साल में एक बार उसके लिए नहीं सोचे, तो इंजस्टिस उसके साथ इतनी होगी कि हमारे साथ भी उतनी होगी जितना हमारा अपना दैवत्व है, अपना जो सोचने का तरीका है वो बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है. मैं बोलना था मुझे, लेकिन और भी क्या प्रोफेसर के हाथ से माइक लेना बड़ा डिफिकल्ट होता है. राजकुमार जी ने पकड़ लिए थे माइक. But it is nice to have you people over here. Thank you and God bless you. And we will see more better, best India in coming days, because we want to be number one in the world and we are working towards it. The only thing is that we have to do and we have to focus more on education. Otherwise, the way the country is going, it's somewhere going to affect us. And what Sardar Patel said is to understand that we need to learn, we need to educate ourselves, so that anyone who's fooling us with a mic, we can tell them, no, you don't have a space in this society. We don't want you, whatever he may be, whoever it may be. Because the power given to us by the Constitution, especially by Baba Sahib Ambedkar, has given the equal rights of one of the most powerful person, maybe Prime Minister, maybe President, or maybe one of the biggest industrialist, businessman, whoever. He also can just do voting, one vote, and we can also do one vote. So I think so we are in the same para, we stand in the same line to do a voting. So this right, you should know what exactly the value it has. The day you understand the value of this, trust me, things are going to change. Thank you and God bless you.
Our respected chief guest, our well-wisher, our friend, our brother, MLA Aslam Sheikh, teachers, and my dear children. It's my privilege this morning to speak on the occasion of 79th Independence Day. I wish you all happy Independence Day. And to begin with, we are so privileged to be in a nation which believes in the principles of democracy. And as India is called the mother of all the democracies. But to come to this stage, India had to fight a very hard battle. It took sacrifices of many people who died to obtain this freedom from those business, the imperialist kingdoms from the West. And I was just watching a cartoon which was published by a cartoonist in US in 1925, Bob Miner. And he had predicted that one day all those nations who were made slaves by these countries like UK, US, they all will grow and these countries are going to become their slaves. It was predicted in 1925. And what was their prophecy was that they were seeing a population. In 1998, Dr. APJ Kalam in his book Vision 2020, he wrote the roadmap that by 2020, our country will be nearing to a developed nation. And in that he had mentioned that India's greatest strength is the young population, which is going to be 60% by 2020. And that is now turning to be true. Even though we have Trump imposing so many tariffs on India, India in return has retaliated against them by imposing, by not exporting medicines, generic medicines. Today the medicine which was costing $100 in US is now costing $400. India became this strong. It is not because of just 10 years of somebody's regime, but it is because of the sacrifices made. And the story started in 1947 with our first Prime Minister, Pandit Nehru. That was followed by his daughter, Indira Gandhi. Then afterwards, all the subsequent, it was also Rajiv Gandhi who brought in good technology, the computer technology. He embraced the technology. And all the subsequent governments had worked on that particular line to develop, to bring the country to a stage where they become superpowers. Today we are called in the news channels here, we are Vishwa Guru. He didn't become Vishwa Guru in the last 10 years. For becoming Vishwa Guru, there was a sacrifices, there was a process which was followed. very meticulously. When we got independence, we had nothing. Whatever we had to share with our neighboring country. In 1947, on 14th of August, our neighboring nation also became independent. But if you see that nation, if you see India, there is a vast difference. And the difference is that our population is educated. Education has changed. We have IITs. We have AIMS. All these IIMs. From where it has come? It was started by our first Prime Minister, Pandit Nehru. Then it was taken forward by his daughter. We should not forget our past. This morning we are very privileged to have our dear MLA. We thank you, sir, for giving opportunity for our children to visit the Vidhan Bhavan the other day. They could see both the houses, how a democratic setup is, how our elected representatives are taking the things forward, how our nation, how they conduct their responsibilities, taking forward the developments. And this is what we hope. And we are really thankful to you for giving this opportunity to our children, that they were there along with you in the assembly on the other day for both the houses. And we hope this morning to hear from him. And I have a lot of things to speak, but I will continue to speak the other days. So we are really thankful to him, because as he has to go to many places today, I will not take much of the time. I straight away ask our MLA Aslam Sheikh to kindly speak few words and wishes on this occasion, and encourage us for his thoughts, and encourage all of us for what we have been doing here.
मैं सभी देशवासियों को बहुत मुबारकबाद देता हूँ, लेकिन इन लोगों को भी याद करना चाहिए जिन्होंने अपने घर के बाहर खत लिख के चले गए थे आज़ादी के लिए और रिटर्न दिए। उन लोगों को भी याद करना चाहिए ना जिन्होंने अपनी जवानी की परवाह नहीं की, अपनी ज़िंदगी की परवाह नहीं की, अपने घर बार की परवाह नहीं की, और तब जाके ये आज़ादी मिली है। और आज जो देश के अंदर इस तरीके की बातें होती है, उसको किस तरीके से नकारना चाहिए। सभी धर्मों का सम्मान होना चाहिए, सभी लोगों की आज़ादी होनी चाहिए, जिसको कहाँ रहना है, किसको क्या खाना है, किसको क्या पीना है, किसको कहाँ पे धंधा करना है, बिजनेस करना है, आज़ादी होनी चाहिए। यही जो है हमारी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ने हमको दिया। और इसके ऊपर अगर कोई लोग अलग अलग तरीके से रोक लाने का काम करते हैं, तो कहीं ना कहीं कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के ऊपर जो है वो रोक लाने का काम करते हैं। तो ऐसे लोगों को जो है उनकी जगह दिखाना बहुत ज़रूरी है। और इस पवित्र दिन के माध्यम से सारे स्कूलों में जाके मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा आप एजुकेशन पर फोकस करिए, ताकि कोई लोग इस तरीके के गलत नेता जब चुन के आते हैं तो गलत जो है देश अलग राह पे चलता है।
जिस तरह से आपने भाषण में कहा कि 1 मैन 1 वोट होना चाहिए, लेकिन अभी देखा जाता है कि राहुल गांधी ने एक बहुत बड़ा आरोप लगाया है कि इलेक्शन कमीशन पर 1 मैन मेनी वोट्स, तो इस पर आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे? 1
मैन 1 वोट तो है इस देश में। बाबा साहब अम्बेडकर ने जो संविधान बनाया, उस संविधान में इस देश का सबसे अमीर आदमी, इस देश का सबसे पावरफुल आदमी को भी वही अख्तियार है, वही पावर है जो इस देश का सबसे गरीब आदमी, जो मजदूर को है। तो इतना अच्छा संविधान पूरी दुनिया में और कहाँ मिलेगा। अब जो है जो वोटों की चोरी और टोली जो चल रही है और जो एक्सपोज हो रहा है, और जिस तरीके से इलेक्शन कमिश्नर ने उसके ऊपर छानबीन करना चाहिए, तो वो उल्टा प्रश्न जो है वो पूछने का काम करते हैं विरोधियों को। आपकी गलती आपको सुधारना है, अगर किसी ने गलती की तो उसके ऊपर कार्रवाई करना है, लेकिन वो किए बगैर आप पैरवी करना शुरू करते हैं, ये ज़्यादा दिन तक नहीं चलेगा। जब भी वक्त बदलेगा, इलेक्शन कमिश्नर जो है उनकी नीतियों के ऊपर या उनके गलत काम में अगर किसी अधिकारी ने किया होगा, उसको सजा भुगतनी होगी।
2014 शिक्षक वृंद आणि माझ्या प्रिय मित्र मैत्रिणींनो, सर्वांना स्वातंत्र्य दिनाच्या हार्दिक शुभेच्छा। आजचा दिवस अत्यंत गौरवाचा, अभिमानाचा आणि प्रेरणादायी आहे। आज 15 ऑगस्ट आपला स्वातंत्र्य दिन। 1947 साली आजच्याच दिवशी आपल्या भारत देशाने ब्रिटिशांच्या जोखडातून मुक्तता मिळवली। पण हे स्वातंत्र्य सहजासहजी मिळाले नाही, तर त्यासाठी शेकडो क्रांतिकारकांनी, शूरवीरांनी आपलं आयुष्य देशासाठी अर्पण केलं। महात्मा गांधींचा सत्याग्रह व अहिंसात्मक चळवळ, यांचं बलिदान, झाशीची राणी लक्ष्मीबाई, नेताजी सुभाषचंद्र बोस यांचा संघर्ष आणि असे अनेक ज्ञात अज्ञात वीर स्वातंत्र्यासाठी लढले. त्यांच्या त्यागामुळेच आपण आज मोकळ्या आकाशाखाली अभिमानाने तिरंगा फडकवू शकतो. शूरांच्या त्या रक्तातून भारत उभा राहिला, शूरांच्या त्या रक्तातून भारत उभा राहिला, त्या बलिदानाने देश स्वतंत्र झाला. तिरंग्याला वंदन करूया आपण सारे, तिरंग्याला वंदन करूया आपण सारे, जगू देशभक्ती हृदयामधून खरे खरे भावनेनं प्यारे. स्वातंत्र्यानंतर भारताने विविध क्षेत्रांमध्ये लक्षणीय प्रगती केली आहे. चंद्रयान आणि मंगळयान कार्यक्रमांसारख्या यशस्वी मोहिमांसह भारताने अवकाश संशोधनात एक प्रमुख खेळाडू म्हणून स्वतःची स्थापना केली आहे. अणुऊर्जा क्षेत्रात तो स्वयंपूर्ण झाला आहे. जैवतंत्रज्ञान, औषध निर्माण आणि अक्षय ऊर्जा यासारख्या क्षेत्रात प्रगती केली आहे. हरित क्रांतीमुळे भारताकडे आज अन्नधान्याचा स्वयंपूर्ण आहे. आयटी क्षेत्रात जलद वाढ झाली आहे. देशाच्या GDP मध्ये महत्त्वपूर्ण योगदान दिले. भारताकडे आज स्वतःचा आण्विक साठा आहे. भारत महासत्तेच्या दिशेने वाटचाल करत आहे. पण ज्या वेगाने भारत प्रगती करत आहे त्यापेक्षा किंबहुना त्याच्या दुप्पट वेगाने भारत विविध समस्यांनी वेढला आहे. मग प्रश्न पडतो, खरंच आपण स्वातंत्र्य आहोत का? ब्रिटिश राजवटीतून आपण मुक्त झालो, पण महागाई, दहशतवाद, भ्रष्टाचार, स्वराज्यात यात मात्र आणि यातून बाहेर पडणं अवघड होत चाललं. परकीयांची लढणे सोपे आहे, मात्र स्वकीयांची कठीण. आज आपल्या देशात भ्रष्टाचार एवढा पसरला आहे की तो काही दिवसातील शिष्टाचार होतो की काय अशी भीती निर्माण होत चालली. आर्थिक महासत्तेचे स्वप्न पाहणाऱ्या भारतात दारिद्र्य रेषेखालील जनतेला अन्न, निवारा या जीवनावश्यक गोष्टींची कमतरता आहे. आपल्या तिरंग्यातील 3 रंग शांतता, सामर्थ्य आणि सुबत्ता यांचे प्रतीक आहे. भगवा सामर्थ्याचा, पांढरा शांततेचा व हिरवा सुबत्तेचा प्रतीक आहे. आज हाच तिरंगा फडकवताना मनात येते की खरंच भारतात शांती आहे, महासत्ता बनवण्याचे सामर्थ्य आहे. जिथे शेतकऱ्यांच्या आत्महत्या होतात तिथे सुबत्ता. कदाचित आपण आणखी काही वर्षांनी स्वातंत्र्यपूर्वीची 80-100 वर्षे पार करू, कारण तेव्हा चित्र खरंच पालटले असेल अशी आशा व्यक्त करूया. व तेव्हा जहाँ डाल डाल पर सोने की चिड़िया करती है बसेरा, वह भारत देश है मेरा. यावेळी प्रत्यक्षात उतरवण्यासाठी पुन्हा क्रांती घडणं आवश्यक आहे. तरच आपलं महासत्ता बनवण्याचं स्वप्न साकार होईल. ही क्रांती आपल्याला घडवायची आहे. हे सर्व बदलायचं काम आपल्याच पिढीच्या हातात आहे. आज आपण विद्यार्थी आहोत, पण उद्या शास्त्रज्ञ, डॉक्टर, सैनिक, नेता किंवा शिक्षक बनून देशाचं भवितव्य घडवू शकतो. म्हणून आज एक संकल्प घेऊया. मी प्रामाणिकपणे शिकेन, एक चांगला नागरिक बनेन आणि देशाच्या प्रगतीसाठी योगदान देईन. देशासाठी जन्म आपला, सेवा आपले काम, त्याच्यासाठी चंदन होऊन जिंकलेन माझे प्राण, जिंकलेन माझे प्राण. जय हिंद, जय भारत. धन्यवाद.
Here, and we are deeply privileged to have him here on our 79th Independence Day. On behalf of our school family, I take immense pride in welcoming Aslam Sheikh ji in our midst. Let's welcome him.
St. Paul High School. We humbly thank our